Interestingly enough, there's another cult tied into this. A cult strongly related, if not even the opposition, of Cult of Saturn. To call the cult very unique would be an understatement. The cult is called the Cult of Mars.
Books, other Twitter accounts, I believe that might be a racial slur, Jesus Christ, breaking the fourth wall, college students, official historian, pure joke writers, something even this fucking graph doesn't understand. And then you finally get down to it. Have you seen this silly looking blank? AKA wanted for shitposting, debauchery, subliminal advertising, impersonating a wizard, wearing a fedora. Now you've got entire character sheets of these cult leaders. So Frank is on the right and Marzipan is on the left, who's got a Cybermana skill of 9.5, while Frank has a cancelable word ability of 10. This is just insanity at this point. Holy fuck.
They called themselves the Cult of Mars. They popped up in 2013 and were active mainly on 4chan. They would make a wanted poster of Frank Webster, create a card for him and their own cult leader named Marzipan, and even went so far to create this introductory page of Frank to just make fun of him. But there's not a whole lot more about this group. This pretty much happened in the time where Cult of Saturn almost disappeared. Cult of Mars was pretty much the finishing blow.
That Marzipan cunt ruined everything. Once he was in, he was like a rat up a gay man's ass, tearing at the tender flesh around him. And now we can reveal the true identity of Marzipan at last. The most devoted of the servants of Mars. He is, and always has been, Richard C. Hoagland, controlled by the insane Mars Face egregore discovered in 1996 that shocked the world. He had always harbored a jealousy of a cult centered around another planet. As he began to be controlled and threatened, at one point Mars Face even caused him to have a heart attack, he took on alter egos. He pretended to be this Marzipan character, a 16-year-old American hacker that was hell-bent on typing every word in caps lock, and furthermore another, a boisterous retired horse trader named Jasper Hortens. Richard himself was a proponent of the torsion field theory, and used this knowledge to build a weapon that he believed would be able to kill someone across the other side of our very own planet. As he went insane with power, he began to treat us with NASA, his old enemy, and he was given evidence of numerous other faces of Mars. But in a strange turn of events, he decided to erase all evidence of these other faces. Only the Cydonia face could be the real Mars face. During his internet live show, The Other Side of Midnight, there are several times in the background where you can hear a phone ringing non-stop. That was Mars Face itself calling him, trying to check up on his mission status. Soon Comcast would go into Richard Hoagland's house under the guise of repairing his home internet access, trying to figure out how he was receiving calls from another planet in our solar system. What they found out would shock and terrify them to their core. An employee would come forwards with this information to me directly, concerned about what they had found. During the visit to Richard Hoagland's house, they had walked into a room without permission, and they had seen a dead body of a woman on the ground. Her face was peeled back, and inside was a weird amalgamation of a metallic, shiny, robotic architecture. Furthermore, the powers of seduction were well within his means, as he did recruit several of the Saturnian cultists to his cause. He had quite the cadre, but it didn't take much to quell the already dying fires of the Cult of Saturn. But like the rings of our sacred fedoras, Saturnalia will come into fashion once again.